New York City Councilman. He is joining us from the city tonight. Councilman, how are you?
I'm doing great. I'm feeling elated, ecstatic, and excited.
Okay, well, it appears that you are going to be on the ballot. We will not know, of course, until someone files a challenge, but you've said some really interesting things, and I'm going to quote. You said that Andrew Cuomo, to me, is not an option for black people and Latino people. And you also said that anyone who challenges you basically would be against people of color. What do you mean by that?
Well, number one, Andrew Cuomo has done nothing for our community but exploited through building housing in my district and not really having any social services for the people. Secondly, Andrew Cuomo is the divide of the labor movement. He's dividing the House of Labor. Most black and Latino people of color are in the public sector labor. He's anti that. He's more pro private sector labor, where we are at best in training programs. So we see Andrew Cuomo as a liability in this state. He doesn't come out on anything in our communities, not police brutality, not employment issues in our community. We see Andrew Cuomo nowhere in our neighborhoods, and he's shifting to the right, which is why he chose Robert Duffy as his lieutenant governor, who is a former Republican, who's right-wing and conservative in his approach to education and community and policing our people. Andrew Cuomo is bad news. His father was bad news for us after we gave all of our support to him.
His father is not on the ballot, but let me ask you this then.
Not at all, but the sun doesn't fall far from the tree, the apple.
It sounds to me a little bit like this is kind of exclusionary in a reverse racism way. Why start a party that is only for people of color? Why not get into the system and run? You're an elected official. You made it happen.
First of all, this is not a party that's only for people of color. This is a party that's being led by blacks and Latinos, and we welcome everybody. Liz, how come we can join white-led parties and nobody says nothing? In the history of this country, we joined the Republicans first, the party of Lincoln, then the Democrats second. In 1932, the party of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Most of the parties in this state are white-led. When we joined white-led parties, nobody talks about racism. But when we say, come on, whites, come on, Asians, join us, we are now a black and Latino-led party that's fighting for the same things you want. Living wage jobs, affordable health care that's going to be honest, unbought, unbossed, uncontrolled by the corporate world. Join us. This is not an all-black only or Latino only party. It is led by us, and it's time for the people of this state to join us. And that's why the 43,000 people that gave us their signatures, they were whites, Asians, people of all different diverse backgrounds from 23 different congressional districts in this state, and we only have 29,
Councilman,
say we want the Freedom Party.
Councilman, let me ask you this.
Yes.
You're a former Black Panther. You have a history of being a pretty controversial guy, saying some controversial things, getting involved in some controversial issues. Are you going to come upstate, where we tend to be a little bit on the more conservative side? Are you going to stump up here? Are you going to campaign up here? And when are we going to be seeing you up here?
Well, absolutely. Matter of fact, I'm not a former Black Panther. I'm still a Black Panther to my heart.
Oh, forgive me. So sorry.
And yeah, I'll help you out, Liz. And I definitely will be coming. I've been to Buffalo. We got over 2,000 signatures from Buffalo. We got 300 signatures from Albany. I plan on going upstate. When they hear our formula for balancing the budget for working class families off the rich and not the poor, and maintaining the quality of life for those who are struggling most in this state, and the honesty and sincerity we bring, and that we will talk about race and gender issues and class issues so we can rid the state of them. You cannot get rid of these things by pretending we're gender blind, color blind, and class blind. We're going to confront these issues. The only party that's in this state that will confront those kind of issues, and I think all people will welcome the things that the Freedom Party will lay out for them when we stump around the state. The signature process proves that. Cuomo didn't do that. He didn't get any signatures.
Councilman,
neither did Duffy.
Councilman,
yes.
is it true? This is interesting. Alton Maddox, the disbarred attorney who represented Tawana Brawley, helped you organize this effort?
We proudly had him help us organize this effort Alton Maddox needs his license back. He defended an innocent woman who was abused by individuals in this state to this day. We defend her. We defend her right to not to have been abused like that. Alton Maddox has done more pro bono cases than any lawyer in this state, and he didn't do anything wrong but defend a black child who was abused. We're proud of Alton Maddox, and he's going to continue to be a major factor in this party.
Well, Councilman, unfortunately I don't have time to debate the Tawana Brawley case with you because I think that we would probably have
I'd love to come back.
We would have a lot to say about that.
Liz, I'll guarantee you, let's debate it objectively. I will bring the Abrams 110-page grand jury report. He denied the truth in his own report. I'd love to come back and talk about that one.
Well, we will be seeing you again. In the meantime, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show, and we'll probably see you campaigning upstate.
Absolutely. The Freedom Party is here to stay. The people of New York spoke loudly. Liz, 43,000 signatures. Remember you were saying, are you sure you can get 15,000? We got almost 3 times as much. We're here to stay, and we're on the move.
We shall see, Councilman. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Liz.